welcome back to my YouTube channel. I hope you're all doing really well, and welcome to Manchester. I am talking to you from the King Street Townhouse Hotel right in the centre of Manchester. I stayed here last night. It is my favourite hotel in Manchester. If you are over this way, it is definitely worth a visit. The vlog I am sharing with you today is a try on haul in Zara. I'm going to take you along with me right to the centre of Manchester, the huge Zara that is there, and I'm going to have a little bit of a nosy, have a look around, try on for you, and hopefully buy some of my favourite pieces that are out at the moment. I have a feeling it will be very transitional because we are in the beginning of August now. I feel like there will be still some summer pieces in, still some holiday pieces in, but also just a bit of autumnal transitional outfit pieces creeping in there as well, which I'm very excited about because I am an autumn baby. So without further ado, let's head down to the Zara. It's great because town actually seems really quiet for once. I think it's because it's a Monday, and I'm hoping that this is also reflected in Zara, because I only ever come to Zara when it's absolutely chocker. So far, so good. Lots of casual pieces here. Straight away I'm drawn to this. I feel like this is, even though it is obviously a summery dress, it's definitely kind of colours that you could wear way into September as well. So this is £39.99. I'm a size small in Zara, so I think let's try this one on. Okay, now on the same rail is this. Now when I first looked at it, I thought it didn't kind of look up to much, but I like the way that it's kind of like this trending two-part at the minute. Can you see? It's like a thinner material on the bottom, and then we've got this nice abstract length top bit. Now it is strapless, this one. Sometimes this kind of style doesn't suit me, but let's see if they've got a small. Okay, yes, they have a small, so let's try this one on. Now I do need to find some shoes. Now I do like this sort of thing because it's navy and white, and I love navy and white together. It's so classy. But what I will say is I feel like this kind of loose top does not do my shape any favours. That would look gorgeous with some navy trousers, the ones that are actually right here. That would look lovely. Navy trousers and the top, but yeah, I just don't think it's my kind of style. Okay, staying on classic colours. I've not even moved really rails yet. There's this really gorgeous Longline waistcoat that I like with the gold button on. Now this is an extra small, which will be far too small, but just to show you, it's got pockets. They're not actually real pockets, they are just pretend, but I do really like this panelling here. I feel like that obviously will cinch in your waist. That looks really classy. Now this is £55.99, which I do think is quite reasonable, and then it is to go with these trousers. These are a lovely white trouser. I have so many pairs of white trousers, so I don't need any more, but they are a really lovely, thick, nice, thick material. They only have a size extra small. Oh no, they do have a small actually in that. Should we take them in? Let's have a look, see if they have the trousers. Now they do have size small. I'm going to start on all like the navies and whites, creams and blacks, things like that, quite classic colours, and then we'll move on to maybe some autumn tones. I have spotted some browns. Okay, now this is most certainly a little bit of me. I have actually got one of these in, I think, a black one. Is that one inside out? I have got one of these in black from Zara, and it's one of those pieces that come out every autumn, and I wear it with lots of different things all the way through till December and onwards, really. It's just a real great classic to have in. I really don't want them to say that there isn't a small. There is a small. Okay, so this is it. How pretty is that? Beautiful. Here's the back as well. Now there is some trousers that are on here. I'm not really a big fan of these black ones with the orange stitching down, and they're a bit too casual for me. I presume that they are to go with this little jacket here, so that's not really my style. I think I would possibly style those with some nice plain black trousers. These are really cool as well. These are like big, like palazzo bottom trousers. So let's see if these ones have got a small in these. Sometimes I am an extra small in Zara, but very rarely. Here we go, here's a small. So I'm going to try these on with the cream top. Okay, now I'm obsessed with this. This is giving Pretty Woman vibes. This would look amazing with a white pencil skirt if you wanted separates rather than wearing a dress or something. Let's just see. I can't see right now if they have a size small. Okay, so they do have a small here, but I've got a feeling that these shorts are kind of designed to potentially go with them. So I'm going to keep on to this one just for now. I would like to see if there was a pair of maybe like white trousers or a white pencil skirt in particular that would go with this piece, because big fan of this one. So just before I move away from the kind of creams, navies and blacks, the classic colours, I spotted this dress which I do like. I think the beautiful style, got a split at the bottom. Obviously we've got these little gold buttons on as well, but what I will say is I feel like it's not a very supportive dress. It's very thin, and because I'm quite heavy chested, I feel like the way that these lines, the distance that these lines are apart from each other, I feel like it would make me look wider, so I'm going to leave that one. So I don't know how I missed these before, but this is a really lovely waistcoat. This is the navy waistcoat. I think it's got gold buttons. Yes, they are gold buttons, and they've got really nice white piping on the outside. I'm going to pick up some of these navy, like a tailored trouser, like a cigarette trouser, if we can see. It is such a shame that Zara don't have baskets or trolleys or anything like that to be able to put everything in, because my hands are full already and there is so much more to shop. So what I'm going to do is let's go and try these pieces on first, and then we can come back and then start one of the other sections as well. I just picked up a pair as well of nude slingbacks, because slingbacks are my favourite thing anyway, usually to style with this kind of outfit, these kind of outfits, and they're cute. So let's go to the changing room, try these on. So we're in the changing room. Since I've come upstairs, there are so many other pieces that I'm going to have to try on, so I fear this is going to be a bigger haul than I anticipated initially. But anyway, first up then, here is all the kind of navies, smart, quite tailored pieces that I've brought along, that I've brought up with me. So let's start with this navy dress. It really reminds me, this one, of Pretty Woman, you know, when she put it in brown, the brown Pretty Woman polka dot one. So let's see what it looks like. I've got my shoes down here as well to try on with everything, so let's try it on. So here we have dress number one. Now I do really like this dress. What I will say is I do feel like it is pulling slightly here, if we can see, but I wouldn't really want to go any bigger because I feel like it's kind of a nice fit on my waist. However, that being said, it is popping a little bit, and I do think it would be too exposed if I was to have it open like that. So yeah, just bear that in mind when buying this if you are slightly bigger chested. I really like that we've got a collar. I love a sleeveless shirt kind of style dress. I think that's really classy. And then here we have the belt as well. Again, I do like these kind of belts where you can kind of pull them yourself to get them tight rather than having holes in the belt as some dresses do. But this is the length on me. Now I am 5'6" and it's kind of just above my ankles. I would definitely say it's probably a mid-axie. It's not maxi, but it's also kind of, I would say, a little bit longer than a standard midi. I do love it with the Nude shoes. I would definitely style it with a pair of Nude shoes. Just bear in mind as well, it isn't double layered. It is just one layer of this, but this is beautiful. I love a polka dot, but if you are slightly bigger chested, I would suggest potentially going up a size. This is dress number one. Now let's move on to, let's do this other navy one. Okay, dress number two. Now this one is $29.99, and the one that we've just tried on, that was $39.99. What I will say about this is I don't think that this particular shape really suits my frame that much, and I'll just show you here. I don't think it's very flattering on your stomach if you are a little bit self-conscious about your stomach, because it does feel quite cheap. I know it is a cheap dress, but I think if you are a little bit self-conscious, this is me as well with seamless knickers on, if you're a bit self-conscious about your stomach, this may be one to avoid, because it kind of does, can you see, a bit bloated. It does kind of, all your lumps and bumps are on show. I love the style of the dress. I do think it's slightly a bit of an odd length. It's kind of an ankle grazer on me. Don't know how I feel about that. I do like it with the Nude shoes. Like I said, it's a very classy dress, very elegant if this is something that you're looking for. I just don't think this particular one suits me very well. And I would just say this material here is very, very thin, and I did nearly catch my heels on it when I was putting it on. I know obviously you wouldn't get changed usually with heels on, but bear that in mind. If you're shorter than me and someone stood on the back of your dress, I can imagine it ripping very easily, but that's just my point on this one. So yeah, lovely dress, just not for me. Okay, I think we'll move on to now. I think we're going to move on to this one because it's one of my favourites. I think let's pop this one on. I'm going to pop it on with the black trousers. Okay, outfit number 3. Now, I don't feel like these trousers are doing the best work for this top. I think because they're obviously a high-waisted trouser, a little gold button there by the way, these are £29.99, top £25.99. I feel like because we've got obviously a bit of material here, because they're like a palazzo trouser, I feel like with the cream top over the top, we can't see any of the lace, which is a shame because it's a real feature of the top. You can see against there, that looks amazing. It gets completely lost over the trousers, so I would switch it out. Now I do really like the top. I will say I think the ones I've had before from Zara that are similar to this are maybe slightly lower, therefore a bit more flattering on the top. I feel like this potentially isn't doing the most for me, but I could potentially just get a bra like this. Obviously this is the back, turn around so you can see. It's very low, so we would just have to get like a stick-on bra. I think that would probably help the situation out. So I do really like the top, not with these pants. I actually think it would look amazing with potentially with maybe a pair of capri pants, but I'm not sure what colour. Haven't quite seen the colour yet, because obviously the black, that's what we want to show off. So maybe we need a cream pair of trousers. Maybe we need a cream pair of capri pants with this. That could look really lovely. So yeah, top, big fan of it. Not so keen on the trousers. Trousers on their own would look lovely. They're nice high waist. There we go, I'll show you. This is the length of the floor. They're very long, great for you tall girlies. Like I said, I'm 5'6", and they are, even on my absolute tiptoes, they are skimming the floor. So if you like a palazzo trouser, really wide leg, then these are the trousers for you. Okay, now let's move on. Let's do this white top. We'll try it on with the trousers, even though I said they did have a few little marks on, because that doesn't matter for us trying them on, and then we can go on to the navy suit as well. So these are the white trousers on their own just before I put the top on. These are the size small, and I feel like they fit really nicely. They do have pretend pockets at the back, and if you just look at the length of them, just skimming the floor on my tiptoes here. I'll pop the shoes on so we can see what it looks like with them on. These shoes, bear in mind, are quite a small heel. Can we see they're about 2 to 3 inches? I will say that even though these ones are the same price as the black ones do feel quite cheap. It's in the material. These actually feel like almost a linen blend, but they're not. But obviously these are more of a straight leg trouser. They do not go wide at all. Just a straight leg trouser, white, £29.99. So let's try on now the short sleeved shirt suit. And here is the little top. So this one is in size small again. I do think we can see it is pulling here a little bit. I do always get this problem, unfortunately, with anything that kind of buttons up waistcoats and things like that. I do really like this. Obviously I think if I wore something like this, I wouldn't maybe wear my hair down. I'm not sure if it's the most flattering on me. I'm not sure if this kind of shape is flattering. We have got shoulder pads as well. This one's £49.99. I'm not sure if I just said that. We've got shoulder pads in here. Obviously these lovely kind of gold button, pretend pockets at the front as well. And I'll just turn around so you can see the back. Yeah, it isn't as nice. It isn't as nice on me as I thought it was going to be, but tried it on nonetheless. Let's try it on now let's try the trousers on. I think it could maybe work with a slightly different bottom. I do think I keep saying it, but a pencil skirt, a white pencil skirt could work really, really nicely. But let's try it on now with the white waistcoat. Now this is definitely a bit more me. I wouldn't wear it quite like this with a bra that's as revealing as this. I actually think this bra is a little bit too small for me. I think I ordered another one from Primark, the one that I like, and I think I've got it in the size too small. So yeah, I think I would probably wear this maybe with a lace bodysuit underneath, so you couldn't see skin here, and it's probably a little bit more skim, a cami top that kind of skims a little bit more like that to make it slightly classier than this. But again, I do love the panels. I feel like it actually runs a little bit big. I think that, I'm not sure if that's meant to be the style of it, but with the stitches here, I would have thought it was kind of meant to be flush to the body. We've got the little gold button front as well. Just turn around so you can see the back. But yeah, I really like this, and I actually really like it with these straight leg trouser, nude shoe. I think it's a really gorgeous look. So this is $55.99. Okay, lastly now, let's try on this sleeveless waistcoat in navy and the navy trousers behind it. This is another 10 out of 10 from me. I think I would actually size down with these. I think they do feel a little bit roomier than I would like. I just love the gold buttons. I love navy and white. I'm obsessed with it. I have just kept on the white trousers just to show you that obviously with classic colours like navies and whites can obviously be styled with navies and whites, you know, mix and match things like that, so you get maybe a little bit more wear out of them. But I love it. I think it's super classy. This is the back, and I will just remind myself of the cost. This one is $55.99 as well. Gorgeous. Again, I would wear this one with a lace body underneath. Let's just pop on lastly the trousers, see what it looks like. And lastly, here is with the trousers. What I will say is these are a size small, I think. I think they're a small. I was going to say they actually fit really quite tight. I'm wrong, they're an extra small, that's why they're tight. So yeah, again, probably true to size. Really, really nice fit, love the length. I'd probably wear them with a slightly higher heel. Pockets at the front as well, and just pretend pockets at the back. I definitely need a size small in this. They are a little bit tight. But yeah, I just love this set. This would look amazing. You could even wear this with a white t-shirt underneath or a white vest if you wanted something a little bit more covered up and classy for a daytime look, but then again, an evening look as well. Obviously a power suit vibes. It is very low, but that is just the style of the outfit. But yeah, these are, I'd say, monochrome looks, would you say? Navy, black and white. Now let's have a little mooch about outside now on this top floor for a few other things that caught my eye. So this is all the sale section, which I'll be honest, I am not venturing in today because yeah, too much like hard work. However, I have just been drawn to this area over here because I'm loving polka dots. I love polka dot anyway, loving the monochrome, and I really, really like this style top with these little capris. Would look amazing. Now, unfortunately, this top, like the slash shoulder, would you call it like a boat neck? I think it would look fabulous with these polka dot capris, but they don't have my size, unfortunately. But I want to say capris. They're not actually a capri. They are more of a tailored trouser, but they are just fabulous, very retro, very funky. I am going to hang on to these just in case I see another black top that I think it could look nicely with. It is polka dot mad in here today. I've just picked up this as well, more of a black waistcoat, and then there's some other pieces. I'll just turn you around here as well that are really fun. This is like a peplum style top. You see, it's obviously a zip up back, and it's like a little peplum style, which is fabulous. I just don't think that kick out, the peplum, would suit me. But they do have these fab tailored trousers with, can you see the polka dot at the bottom? They're really fun as well. Okay, now I have got this in this colour. Don't you remember we were saying we had it? I've had it quite a while and I actually love it. I wear it all the time. I want to say it's about £8. Now they do also do it in black, and I think that this would be really flattering with these polka dot trousers that I've just picked up. So let's take one of these. We only have, unfortunately, a size medium in that ribbed top. I will take it anyway just to show you what it looks like, but I will have to get a small in that one. I love all these colours as well. gorgeous blues. This is a really heavy duty white skirt. That looks fab. If you're into denim as well, there's a lot of denim. I'm not a big fan of denim, I'll be quite honest, to wear it like other than wearing jeans, so this isn't really my thing. Same again, the dress here, not really my thing, but I'll tell you what I do like this mini dress with the blue tie at the back. Fab little white mini dress, really lovely blue at the back. Should we take one of those just to try on, just because I like it? Okay, what I have just realised is this is a play suit, not a dress. And I do think because shorts and play suits at Zara tend to be quite short and it's very low, quite booby, I am going to give this one a miss purely because I know it's just going to be too much on show. So not the kind of thing that I would wear. So this is a nice dress. Wow, that is beautiful. Let's grab one of them to take. If you've got a wedding still to go to this summer, I'm sorry, but that is just divine. Absolutely gorgeous. Let's try this one on. Tell me that that is not just beautiful. It is very How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days. Huge fan of something like this. I just don't know if that is quite my vibe. I do think it would look gorgeous with jeans, but I'd have to have some really high-waisted jeans for that to cover up my stomach. These bags are really cute as well. I love that. That is $55.99. I do feel like, wow, that is heavy. Gorgeous but heavy, and this is fabulous. I love that. It's very funky. Now here are some cords that I love. I love the colour of this. Would you call it a mink? I love the trousers. Obviously it's a two-piece, and then these are a bandeau top. Now what I will say is I do feel like things like this, you have to be really lean or you have to have no chest. Obviously it's personal preference, or I just think anything, if you've got a big chest and you wear something like that, it just hangs off you like a tent. Got a bit of sequins on the go, which are fab. Oh, I love this as well. I love this. Really nice colour maxi dress. That's cute, little bandeau top. I like this, like the handkerchief at the bottom. Handkerchief hem, would you call it? And it is just a tie, so no support in that one, but very pretty. I will say is lace bodies like this are always super useful to have in your wardrobe. Obviously this colour wouldn't have gone under the pieces that I did just try on, but it's a great piece to have under when you want to wear tops or blazers that are a little bit exposed and you don't want to just put a bra on. And if you've followed me for a while, you will know that I have skirts like this in every single colour. I wear my cream satin maxi skirt so many times, all through summer and through winter as well. I just style it differently, and they do have some grey ones now as well. We've got polka dot, and then there's also this really lovely pink colour. I think I did buy this last year and try it on, but it didn't fit me quite the way I wanted to, so I did return it. Okay, so these tops look a little bit more like it. Let's see if there's a small in both the black and the white to try on with my other polka dot pieces. Guys, I secured the goods. We've got one in white and we've got one in black as well. Yay! More autumnal colours coming in. We've got these fab pants, and we've got obviously a lot of bohemian pieces as well that aren't really my thing. They just don't suit me. But if you do love lace and boho, there is a lot going on. Little milkmaid tops as well. This is a pretty one. Again, I don't think it's really my thing, but I love the shape of it. If that was in a different pattern, I would definitely think about getting that. Okay, let's head downstairs for one last proper look before we go into the changing rooms for the second time. So this section here, which is on your left when you first walk into the Manchester store, is filled with, I would say, much more summery pieces, daytime pieces. I've almost got that exact dress, and I'm not going to focus on that on this haul. I'm going to go with pieces that kind of I just like by looking at them. I'll be honest, I feel a little bit summered out, so I'm in the mood for some kind of like tailored transitional pieces. That is gorgeous. Let's have a look at that one, preferably without makeup on. Yeah, I'm feeling maybe some transitional pieces as opposed to anything too summery. That being said, I know I have just picked up a lemon dress and that blue dress, but that was something that said you need to try me on, so that's why I'm trying that one on. This one is also gorgeous. Love that. Can you tell that I've got a real thing for polka dots at the minute? This is beautiful. I just don't know if the polka dots are a bit small. I feel like I love the shape of the dress. I feel like the polka dots are a bit small, making my eyes go a little bit blurry. So let's leave that one. We've got some more polka dots here as well, but again, yeah, too summery, too like daytime summery. That's what I'm thinking. I'm not going for a daytime summery look. Black skirt. I love the lace detail on the bottom of that. I'm just not sure if that length is quite my thing. And I have just found the tops that I keep seeing everywhere, like this long line top that looks amazing over jeans. So we've got one in lemon here, and then we've got this pale blue as well. That is beautiful. I'm not sure, you know, because I am usually a blue person, but lately I've been wearing a bit more lemon. Let's have a look in the mirror. So we've got the lemon, which is very pretty. Let's pop that there, isn't it? And then we've also got, oh, I don't know, got the blue as well. There we go. Quite like a nightie, but I love it. I think, you know what? I think let's just take them both in. I love these. These are gorgeous. I actually did ask the lady before when I saw the pink ones, if they had any in different colours. She said no, but this kind of toe, the square toe, would look amazing with those polka dots. So let's grab them. Okay, now there's a lot of colour going on here, and I do think it looks fab, but again, I think it's quite daytime summery. That's actually really lovely. I think I should probably do a holiday haul, but not right now. I'll give you a quick scan. That was obviously the area that I shopped in before and basically chose everything in there. And then this is obviously the more casual section. Wow, these earrings. Obsessed. They would look amazing with the polka dot outfit, wouldn't they? They are $17.99. And this little wicker bag as well, that is super cute. Love that. I haven't actually seen jeans, by the way, in this colour before, and I really like it. Like a lovely sage. We're seeing a lot of, like I said, autumnal colours. We've got creams, we've got rusts, browns, khakis, really natural, gorgeous colours. I love these trousers as well. Look at the bottom. They are fab. Gorgeous. Ooh. These as well, guys. Obsessed. They are stunning. It's so hard walking around, seeing so many pieces that are just absolutely fabulous. Like I said, I'm definitely like an autumn baby. Well, I'm born in October, and I just love all the autumn colours. And then we've got this section over here. Again, lots of whites, light blues, linens, linen blends, broderie, things like that. This is really funky. Like, not really my kind of thing, but very cool. Beautiful little tassel dresses. Yeah, and we've got jeans. Tell me that they are not amazing. They are gorgeous. How do they actually go in your ear? Oh my god, I love them. And then we've got this as well. If you've still got a holiday to go on as well, this is very similar to my little clutch bag that I've got. How fab is that? That is timeless as well. You will use that on every holiday till Timbuktu. That is $39.99. Gorgeous. No, stop it. I can't control myself. How funky and retro are these? I love these. Oh my god, I love them. They would look so cool with some barrel jeans. Tank top, little white tank top, barrel jeans, maybe like a neck scarf as well. Oh, amazing. And some like really cool sunglasses. You know, like my Vela ones, like 70s style. That'd be amazing. Okay, now I saw these trousers right at the beginning, and I've just come back down to pick them up. I'm actually gonna, if I can carry them all, I'm gonna try these on. I've got a white tank top underneath the jumper that I came in. I'm gonna try these on with those platforms because they are just too good to leave. Oh my gosh, if you wanted a really pretty bag for an occasion, then this is just divine. I think it is satin. Ooh. So you would have to be really careful with it as not to get it marked or anything like that. But it's $49.99. Look at the detail on that. Beautiful. And it's got a separate part that you can fasten, which I know sometimes people would prefer with the handbag. It has got a separate bit so no one can, you're not losing anything or no one's putting the hand in there. The lady who worked here literally told me that they had no other styles of this square toe shoe. I really love the tan of the square toe as well, but I just can't actually carry anything else to the changing rooms. So I can't possibly carry hardly anymore, but we're right by the changing rooms here, so I reckon I can try. I'm going to try on this tiny little dress. I love it. And I think I'm going to try on the lemon dress over there. Isn't she beautiful? I actually have a crossover front, like halter neck body as well, in the same style as the dress that I've just taken in, if you would prefer to wear a top as separates instead. Okay, this time round I've got a bigger changing room. I'm getting tired. I feel like I should have had a drink and a snack break before this, but anyway, here we go. So here are all the pieces. I'm going to start with these two just while I've got my shorts on. What I will say is I would probably wear them with jeans, but envision that I have jeans on rather than this. Let's start with them. This is cute. I thought it would be, but it has confirmed. I do think it's super cute. I like as well that it's got, if you can see, the lace here. A little bit sexy if you've not got a bra, and you can kind of see a little bit of under boob, but not too much. And then it goes down on this side. Turn around so you can see. And this one is, just remind myself, this one is $39.99. $39.99 this one. So this is the yellow one. I do really like this colour with some jeans and maybe some wedges would look quite funky. And then let's try the blue one as well. And here we have the blue. I have just taken my glasses off so we can get a bit of a better idea of what it looks like without glasses on. I'm not actually sure, you know, I don't know if this blue washes me out. Don't know if this blue washes me out a little bit. I think I'm actually leaning more towards the lemon one, but exactly the same. Really pretty lace gone all the way down to here. Just a really gorgeous top. Also something that is very timeless. You know, lace comes back every year. Cami tops come back every year. Gorgeous, very on trend, very beautiful, but we'll go for the lemon one. Okay, now unfortunately I have only just noticed this one has lipstick mark on, which is sad, but they did have a lot of them. They had a lot of them on the rail, so once we put it on, hopefully if I like it I can go and exchange it. So if you do remember, on the rail they did have other colours in this as well. Now what I will say is, it obviously isn't very strong, because this wasn't me, by the way, that did that. When I've put it on I realised it was pulling, it was already fraying there. I do think I struggle with this type of style. I am feeling a bit bloated today, I must say, but as you can see, the top is like screaming. It is very tight on the top and we can't adjust. It doesn't actually seem to be very well made, because can you see the top strap here? It's like all fraying. I do really like the back, but I've just done my toe. I do really like the back, but it's definitely too small for me. This is fine, this part here, but the top bit is not. I would probably have to size up to a medium, and I don't know how the rest of the dress would fit. It is a really lovely dress. I think the colour's just phenomenal. I just don't think it's that well made, and yeah, this one is definitely not for me. Also, it comes in at $29.99, so you know, it's $29.99. It's a cheap dress. I feel like if you haven't got as big a chest as me, you will probably be okay, a little bit dainty on top. I just don't think this one, unfortunately, is doing me any favours, so this one is a no. This is just so pretty. All these dainty little flowers on, and we've got the pearls here as well. Really, really gorgeous. I don't know what's going on with me today. I feel super, super swollen, because I definitely don't usually have this problem in Zara smalls, but anyway, never mind. What I will say is though, I don't know if you can see it from there, it is very see-through. So if it's quite tight on you, or obviously it is meant to be a bodycon, I've got white no VPL knickers on, and you can really, really see them. So I don't think you'd actually be able to wear underwear. Can you see that at the back? It's a really lovely dress. I love the shape of it. I love the style of it. I love that it's like a bodycon. Obviously we've got this slightly, oops, got up there, slightly kind of V-neck here. I think it's a really gorgeous length as well. I love how it, just love the fit, love everything about it. Maybe I'm just having a day where I just don't like me today, so I feel like it's feeling a bit yucky, but on the basis that I definitely wouldn't be able to wear this out with well, with even these white knickers on, I think I'm gonna have to pass on this, but it is a gorgeous dress, and maybe if I sized up to the medium, it would look a little bit better. This one is also £29.99 if I didn't mention that before. Now, you know I love white dresses, and this comes in at £27.99, a really lovely midi dress. I think that £27.99 for this is really good value. There isn't any zips on this at all, and these buttons, they don't unbutton, it's just an over the head job. Bit of ruche detailing at the side here. Again, I will say, quite see-through. Can you see my knickers? Obviously the white knickers kind of gleaming through. Obviously maybe if you were a little bit smaller, or if I did size up slightly, you wouldn't see that, but I do feel like it is quite thin material. That being said, I do really like the collar here. I like the gold buttons. I think it's a really classy dress. I just wish the material was slightly thicker, but for £27.99 you kind of get what you pay for. Okay, now let's move on. We've got two more dresses before we head on to the separates. Considering I don't usually wear mini dresses, I am a really big fan of this one. I've just popped on, you can see the little black peep toes that I brought in just to show you what it looks like. I am a bit pasty right now because I've not got any tan on, but I really like this. I just think, here we go, these flowers here are so pretty, little diamanty in each one. It's like a material that's more like a jersey material rather than like an evening dress type material, but obviously it is, I would say this is an evening dress. This would be a gorgeous on holiday dress, wouldn't it? If you just wanted to look really cute, or even just going somewhere on a date night, this would look beautiful. Let's just turn around so you can see the back. That's what it looks like. I might not have... Ooh. Need a bit of help obviously when you're trying things on your own. This is what it looks like. It does have all the flowers at the back as well. And then cost wise, I didn't check this one before I put it on. This one is only £25.99, which does surprise me because of all the diamonds on. I thought that might have put the price up a little bit, but gorgeous. I love this dress. You're coming home with me. I'm obsessed with the fit of this dress. It took me a while to get on, I'm not gonna lie, but I love that I love that it's so low, but it still kind of covers you. I don't feel like it's like super like that. I don't think it's super exposed. It's obviously quite a classy kind of exposed. It's so strange because like this size small is absolutely fine, but some of the other size smalls I've tried on today I've really struggled with. This is the back. It probably needs fastening a little bit here to kind of tighten it up like this, and then we've got this really fabulous piece of had like a section on that looked like you meant to tie it round like this kind of scarf, neck scarf that is obviously like really trending at the moment. I might have had this on wrong. When I do edit all this together, as I will put each item that it looks like, the product shot of each item on screen so we can see if I've done this wrong. I might have done the whole thing wrong, but I have a feeling it's something like this, and I really like it. I love the length. It is double layered. Just hike it up so we can see. Yeah, we've got like the one layer of chiffon, and then we've got another layer of chiffon over the top. I love the spots. This would look so gorgeous with a tan and like a holiday to Greece, or even like a late summer wedding. This would look gorgeous as well. But yeah, I'm a big fan of this one. This one is £39.99, and I do think that is really reasonable for a dress that I think is a beautiful fit. It feels more expensive than it is, and I really like the back drape here. I think it's gorgeous. Yeah, 10 out of 10 for me. Love this dress. Okay, I think we're done for dresses, so let's move on. Let's do the one that I've been waiting for. Let's try on the polka dots, the little vest. You know, straight away I love these kind of tops from Zara. So this is the size small, and obviously it's super stretchy, really sucks you in. I've got the white one here as well, very similar material to, I won't show you my bottom because no one wants to see that. Really, it is £17.99, but this is just the kind of basic, isn't it? You just have in your wardrobe and you wear over and over and over, and it brings you in. It's basic, you know, it's just a great basic. This is my kind of wardrobe, so I'm definitely going to take this already. I know I am, in the white, and this one as well. But let's just pop it on with the polka dot trousers. I love everything about this outfit. This is definitely more my vibe. I love the pants that they kick out at the bottom a little bit. Very retro, very cool. Love it with these shoes as well. Obviously I haven't tied the shoes properly. Can you see they've got the little ankle strap that is meant to kind of go around there? Just popped it on quickly to show you. Now I will say there's no pockets in here, and there is no belt loop, so it's not like you can put a belt on with it, but I really like it with this style top. I would wear this with like nice black cat eye glasses. Even a big bow tie or a big hat would look gorgeous with this. 10 out of 10 from me. Obsessed. These trousers as well are 25.99. Just before I popped on the white version of it, I wanted to try this little polka dot top on for you as well, just with these polka dot trousers. I was thinking at first, when I realised I hadn't picked up a pair of pants to go with this, that it wouldn't go, but actually I really quite enjoy like the contrast of obviously the white with the polka dot on and then the black with the polka dot on. So if I just zoom in a little bit, I will just show you it's like really small little buttons, and if I just turn you around, it is just a tie neck at the back as well. This is just a real great wardrobe basic if you love polka dots as well. I think it's really flattering, very cute, a great wardrobe basic that can be mixed and matched with so many pieces. And this one is £29.99. Obviously it will go with black, it will go with white, and it will also go with denim as well. Okay, now let's move on to my final outfit, which I honestly think is probably going to be my favourite. These fabulous trousers and the very funky platforms. Okay, now I do have to say, guys, I am not responsible, by the way, for this makeup. This was already done before I put it on there, but this is without the platforms, and already I love it. I don't even remember my lovely, like very similar style to these trousers in like a cream that I got just earlier and I wore when I went on holiday to Mallorca as my airport outfit. Very similar vibe actually, chunky belt, you know, a tight bodycon top and like lovely flared trousers. I am obsessed with this look. Like, this is definitely a little bit of me. I feel like it flatters me more than a lot of the other outfits I've tried on today, because I just love a big trouser, and I love the paired with a nice bodycon, especially when it's like a halter neck kind of style neckline as well. So let's just pop on these beautiful shoes, because I do feel like this look all together will just look fab. It's a shame I've not brought my kind of vintage style glasses with me, because with this bag as well, my nice suede bag and the vintage glasses, that would just look gorgeous. Okay, now I do have to say, guys, I am not responsible, by the way, for this makeup. This was already done before I put it on there, but this is without the platforms, and already I love it. I don't even remember my lovely, like very similar style to these trousers in like a cream that I got just earlier and I wore when I went on holiday to Mallorca as my airport outfit. Very similar vibe actually, chunky belt, you know, a tight bodycon top and like lovely flared trousers. I am obsessed with this look. Like, this is definitely a little bit of me. I feel like it flatters me more than a lot of the other outfits I've tried on today, because I just love a big trouser, and I love the paired with a nice bodycon, especially when it's like a halter neck kind of style neckline as well. So let's just pop on these beautiful shoes, because I do feel like this look all together will just look fab. It's a shame I've not brought my kind of vintage style glasses with me, because with this bag as well, my nice suede bag and the vintage glasses, that would just look gorgeous. My gosh, look at that. And also I love them especially because they're just a sling back, so you can chuck them on. I think they are fab. They are fab, and they are £55.99. Put my glasses on, pretend I've got the sunglasses on, and then with my big bag as well. Yes, immediately yes. I love it. I love everything about it. I love a platform shoe. I love the trousers. Love everything about this. Yes, I love it. So that is it from my Zara haul today. This is Manchester Zara, the big main Manchester Zara in the city centre. I will link everything below in the description like I usually do. Ask me any questions that you want to. I will try my very best to answer them for you. If you don't subscribe to me already, why don't you? Please do so, because I'll get my content out there to lots of other new followers as well. And yeah, I hope you liked the video today. There will be more of these to come. I actually really enjoy doing changing room try on hauls, and I will see you again very soon. Bye for now.